And welcome back. Here's what I discovered after closely analyzing literally hundreds of chiropractic practices. The practices or the doctors that are generating most of their new patients through referrals, they're not doing it by asking harder or begging or offering bigger incentives or gifts and whatnot. They've cracked a code that most chiropractors completely miss, and it has nothing to do with what you think triggers word of mouth referrals. And as we all know, word of mouth referrals are absolutely the very, very best patients. In fact, even if you have a robust marketing budget, referrals should be the primary source of new patients. Now, most doctors believe great clinical results automatically create referrals, but that's the myth that's keeping your schedule half empty while your competition, your competitors down the street are turning patients away. I'm Dr. Chris Tomshack, and after building systems that have helped hundreds of independent chiropractors create predictable referral engines, I can tell you exactly why your current approach to word of mouth marketing or referrals isn't working and what you need to do differently starting today if you so choose to do it that way, because you can get far, far, far better results. Just please know that. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 3 referral generating strategies that'll transform your practice, if you allow it to, from relying on expensive marketing to having patients actively recruiting their friends and family, and why traditional referral requests or begging is actually killing your potential, and the counterintuitive systems that really can turn every patient visit into a referral opportunity without feeling pushy or salesy. Let me be brutally honest about something nobody wants to admit in the chiropractic profession. You've probably got dozens of patients right now who would happily refer people to you, friends, family, whatnot, but they don't. It's not because they don't want to. It's not because they're not satisfied with the care that you've provided. It's because you haven't given them the psychological trigger that turns intention into actual action, turns a normal patient into a bird dog. This is what I call the referral readiness gap, and it's truly costing you tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands in lost revenue every single year. Picture this scenario. A patient finishes their adjustment and any other care that you provide. They're feeling amazing, and genuinely they love what you've just done for them. They love what you continue to do for them. They walk out your door fully intending on telling their coworkers about you. Then what happens? Well, life happens. They get in their car, they check their phone, they scroll, and that intention, it's not that it disappeared, because of lack of truly wanting to refer to you. It just evaporates into the ether because they get busy. Now, 3 weeks later, their coworker mentions back pain, and your patient thinks, I should tell them about my chiropractor. But that moment passes again. They get busy, and they just don't do it. Now, in my experience working with practices that consistently generate 50, 100 new patient referrals monthly, which is possible, the pattern is crystal clear. They've solved the timing problem. They don't wait for patients to remember to refer to you or your practice. They create what I call referral moments, which are specific engineered opportunities where referring feels natural, it feels easy, and it feels immediate. And here's how you apply this same approach starting with your very next patient encounter. First, identify your highest impact patient moments. What is that? Well, this is usually right after they experience a breakthrough. Maybe it's the first time they're pain-free. Maybe it's the first time they can turn their head and fully and back the car up without feeling in danger. Maybe it's the first time they sleep through the night without back pain or leg pain. That's your golden window. Second, have a simple conversation script ready. Not difficult, not complicated. Here, for example, hey, I'm so glad you're feeling better. You know who else might benefit from this? That's it. Do you have friends or family dealing with similar issues? Then pause and let them think. Sometimes it could be a phrase simple as, tell your friends. Third, and this is the piece most doctors completely botch. They make the referral process effortless. Hand them a card, a referral card. That's what I call them, referral cards. Text them a link that they can forward. Give them something concrete they can share in that exact moment while the emotion is totally fresh in their minds. But here's what I've discovered about referral timing that completely changed everything on how I think about word of mouth marketing or referrals. And it's probably going to challenge everything you believe about when patients actually refer. Most chiropractors think the best time to generate referrals is after patients have been with you for months and they've experienced long-term results. That's exactly backwards. It's 100% wrong. Your highest referral rate is actually in the first 30 days of having that patient become, your patient of your practice. So why is that? It's because that's when their point, not their point, that's when their pain point is freshest in their memory. They remember what it felt like to struggle to bend over to try to tie their shoes and do so very, 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 very judiciously because they're afraid of throwing their back out. Well, they're talking to friends about their health journey at that point in time. They're excited about their new discovery. They're happy and proud of the decision they made to come see you. And after 6 months of regular care, they've forgotten how bad it used to be. Truly have. The urgency to share disappears. And the practices I work with that understand this principle, they structure their entire first month of patient encounters to maximize referral opportunities. And they see, as a result, referral rates can triple or quadruple compared to practices that wait for established patients to spread the word. Now, the second strategy is about making your existing patients their success stories visible and shareable in ways that naturally trigger referrals to all of your patients. Now, here's a reality nobody talks about. Your patients don't spontaneously tell referral-worthy stories about you. They just don't do it. They have a busy life. They got a lot going on. They need prompts. We all need prompts. And they need permission. They need proof that other people like them got results. So I consistently see practices struggling with referrals because they keep their patient wins private. They're sitting on gold mines of transformation stories, transformative stories, and nobody outside their practice knows they exist. So here's the framework that turns patient success into referral fuel. First, document every patient win, no matter how small. Create a simple system where your team captures these moments. A photo, quick video is even better, or a written quote. And then second, share these wins strategically. Not just on your social media where random strangers might see them, but directly with patients who have similar conditions in your practice today. So when someone comes in with sciatica, show them before and after stories of another sciatica patient. It does two things, and it does them simultaneously. It builds their confidence in your treatment, and it gives them a story to share when their friends ask, hey, how's your back doing? How's your leg doing? What about that sciatica? And then third, create what I call referral toolkits. These are shareable assets your patients can forward, like short video testimonials, infographics about conditions you treat, simple educational content that positions you as the obvious expert. And when you make it this easy for patients to share valuable content, referrals just start to happen naturally without them needing to craft their own sales pitch to their friends and family. But there's a third aspect to building a referral machine that most chiropractors completely overlook as well, and it's the economic trigger that turns casual recommendations into urgent referrals. This is where psychology meets business strategy, and it's devastatingly effective when done correctly. So that third strategy is what I call the value acceleration model. The value acceleration model. And here's a brutal truth. People don't refer their friends to things that cost money unless they feel confident their friends can actually afford it. So you might have patients who absolutely love you, but they never refer because they assume their friends can't afford the care in your office because it's insanely expensive. This silent objection kills thousands of potential referrals every single day. It's also a source of board complaints. So picture this. Picture this pattern I see unfolding all the time. Your patient has a coworker with chronic neck pain. Your patient wants to recommend you, but they know their coworker is on a tight budget, so they say nothing, thinking they're actually doing their coworker a favor by not mentioning an expense they simply can't afford. Now, meanwhile, that coworker is spending money on massage therapy, on pain meds, and other solutions that aren't actually fixing the problem. So, in my experience, helping practices break through this barrier, the ones who solve it see referral rates jump substantially within just 90 days. So, how? By giving their patients a specific and compelling answer to the affordability objection before it's ever voiced. So here's your action plan. First, create a clear, simple explanation of your most affordable care option that patients can confidently share with their friends and family. It needs to be very specific, Not like we have payment plans, but we offer a cash discount program that makes care more affordable than most people's monthly phone bill, or substitute phone bill for cable bill. Second, train your existing patients on this message. Literally script it out and make it part of your patient education. So when patients know you have solutions for their budget-conscious friends, they stop self-filtering their referrals. It opens up the gates. And then third, implement a compliance system that actually delivers on this promise. You can't just talk about affordability. You need a real legitimate a way to deliver it. You need legitimate programs that remove financial barriers. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, well, this makes perfect sense, but you're wondering how to actually implement compliant cash discount programs without spending weeks navigating insurance regulations or worrying about compliance issues or hiring an attorney, calling the state board or the state association, I've built something. This is done. I've built something specifically to solve this problem. Head over to apexlongevity.com right now, and I'll show you the exact compliant cash discount system that turns the affordability objection into your biggest referral advantage. This is the missing piece that transforms satisfied patients into active referral sources. If you're ready to stop hoping for word of mouth referrals and start engineering it, apexlongevity.com gives you the tools to make every patient a referral generator. The practices dominating their markets aren't getting there through expensive ads. They truly are not. They're building referral machines that run automatically, and you can do the exact same thing. Hope you learned a gem or two. And if so, please, leave a review. Have a beautiful day.